Hello. They're building over there is an abandoned Shari restaurant on Division Avenue in Eugene, Oregon. So let's take a look at it. Shall we begin? As usual, signs are still up. Got some graffiti on the building. How terrible. Yep, the Shari has been closed in October 2024, along with the rest of them in Oregon. Here's the entrance to the restaurant. You're seeing the vestibule. As far as you know, this location opened in 1984. Guess it had a good run for many years. You can see most lights are being on. Wonder who's paying the electric bills. You can see two black students after that wooden door. I'm betting there used to be old students in the waiting area long ago. Here's what the dining area looks like. Pretty typical interior layout, just like every other Shari's restaurant. It just doesn't feel the same without any Shari left in Oregon. I know Washington, Idaho, and California still have a few of them left. I'm noticing that the tables and chairs have been removed, but all the booths are still standing. First time seeing a vacant Shari with no tables and chairs. With the other ones I have come across before, they usually leave those behind. I honestly thought there'd be a bunch of furniture, decorations, menus, and so on left behind. That's exactly what happened at some of the locations right after they closed down. Insane. I wish Shari was still around doing good. Moving on. You can see an empty pie display case down there. Yep, Shari used to sell a whole variety of pies back then. My family and I always counted on grabbing an apple pie at our local Shari's. For some reason, we stuck with just the apple pie and never tried the others. I regret not trying different ones earlier. I don't think there was ever a Shari bakery sign near the pie display here. Most of the other Shari restaurants usually have a bakery sign. Anyway, I know there was another Shari's in Eugene, located on West 11th Avenue. That one closed a few days before the rest of the remaining locations shut down for good in the state. I'm planning to check the place out soon. There were also other two Shari's locations, not in Eugene, but over in Springfield on the east side. That'll be the one on Beltline Road and Gateway, which is all boarded up now. The second one was on Pioneer Parkway East. As a matter of fact, I have a footage of that second one in Springfield. Go check the video out in the description below. Otherwise, thank you. Man, I have mentioned this a few times in other videos, but I hate it when shades are covering the windows. It's seriously annoying, like oh my god. That's the old bathing station right in the middle of the dining area. The floor tiles down there look like something you will find in a home bathroom. There's a small employees only sign. I have never seen anything like that on the bathing station in any other Shari before they shut down. Interesting. You can barely see inside, and still aren't any tables and chairs. Those hanging light fixtures look like upside down spaceships. I have seen those exact light fixtures at the vacant Shari's locations in Delta Park in Portland, the one on Northeast 122nd Avenue, and the other on Northeast Thurston Way in Vancouver, Washington. There are a couple of Google reviews of the Shari that I would like to point out. The first review that stood out to me was from someone who said this place was barely hanging on. He mentioned that there was a horrible smell as soon as you walked in. Pies weren't available. The menu was very limited since they were out of almost everything else. The floors and booths were dirty, and the men's bathroom wasn't working. He said the staff were very kind, and he truly felt bad for the person doing the best under the circumstances. In the end, he left before his food arrived and decided to go somewhere else. Another review is sort of similar to the previous one. His food never arrived while he was waiting on the table. Although he did mention that the dirty floors made his shoes stick, and that there weren't many people here. Another review mentioned that the staff had to shop at the grocery store because they weren't receiving food deliveries from a wholesale supplier, also known as Cisco. There are also some more reviews in Yelp. One person mentioned that the restaurant was very warm with no air conditioning, and the music was so loud it made things uncomfortable. There are more similar reviews, but I'm not going to go any further. And with that, the restaurant was obviously losing money. I can see most ceiling fans are turned off, which is a good thing. It would be strange to see them running in a vacant building, but I have seen it happen before. I just don't know why that had to happen. I'm not sure how long this whole sheriff will stay empty. Most of the closed sheriff I've seen haven't stayed abandoned for very long. I sincerely hope this building can get torn down. I would much rather see another restaurant moving here. I have seen some whole sheriff buildings turn into Danish, IHOP, pizza diners, Mexican restaurants, and other type of places too. There was a POS system in a small counter to the left. That's obviously where servers enter customers' food orders into the system. Imagine if all the vacant sheriff restaurants were turned into black belt diners. That would be sick. I honestly prefer them over Shari's, IHOP, and Denny's in my opinion. The portions are huge, and the food tastes really good. Ironically, there's a black belt diner in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, located in an old Shari's building. As far as you know, they have been in that building since 2003. The screen door leads to the kitchen. I'm certain everything inside is empty, just like the dining area. I'm not even sure if the dishwasher machine has been removed or not. It's hard to tell because the screen door is closed. This boarded up window is the oil manager's office. Maybe the safe in there is removed as well. We're taking the back building. This is the kitchen window. You can barely see inside with the blinds closed. There's just a few lights on. You can see the mounted first aid kit on the left side. Hopefully the inside isn't empty. Moving on. Do I hide the main outdoor circuit breakers? Anyone could just turn off the entire electricity since this door is open. The door on the left is the kitchen entrance. No trespassing. Here's the dumpster area. Oh yes, I want to share a crazy story about this particular dumpster before the shutdown. I saw a post on Reddit where someone shared a photo of this dumpster area overflowing with garbage piled up like a mountain. People in the comments section were saying that Shari stopped paying the garbage bills. It's no surprise that the corporate office and CEO are so greedy when it comes to money. Got the other door. The privacy windows used to be a small gambling room. I'm gonna guess they have roughly 10 slot machines in there. Before the video poker machines were installed, there was an additional dining area. The setup is just like other Shari restaurants still open in Washington, Idaho, and California. I heard that all the locations in Oregon rely more on gambling services than the restaurant itself, according to some people. Now the Oregon lottery wants the restaurant company to pay over $900,000. Supposedly, if they hadn't got involved with the gambling service, I bet some of the restaurants would still be in operation today. Although even if they were struggling, they probably would have closed gradually, one by one. Why is private equity even legal in the first place? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a big proof down there. So regarding Shari's involvement with gambling in 2023, they made $34.7 million in video lottery sales, generating $7.5 million in lottery commissions, according to information from the Oregon Lottery website. KDW also published an article highlighting Shari's other financial issues, including over $100,000 owed to a Portland advertisement agency, $150,000 in unpaid rent, and $200,000 in unpaid taxes to the state of Idaho. Seriously, the company has gone too far with these problems. I suspect the CEO and the rest of the corporate managed to avoid legal trouble entirely. If so, they should be held accountable. From what I heard, the CEO resigned from Shari and is no longer part of the company. In the past, I learned that the same CEO was responsible for ruining other restaurant companies many years ago. It's even more concerning that he could still run other restaurant chains into the ground if he works for them in the future. He shouldn't have become Shari's CEO in 2017 at all. This whole issue could have easily been avoided. A lot of former employees are angry because he stole their paychecks and only told them about the shutdown at the very last moment. They also filed in lawsuits against the company. 2024 has been a tough year, with many businesses closing down. And with that, we obviously have less and less choices of where to go out. It's just frustrating to see that happening. And sometimes get it, because if a business prices every item too high, people stop coming in. Inflation is ridiculous nowadays. Got a few more windows before we get out. Here it is. The area down there seems a little unsettling and sad, partly because some lights aren't turned on. You can see another bus station down there as well. I wonder if these buildings have water or not. Before the shopping center, including Shari's, was built, there used to be houses here back in the early 80s, according to historic areas. I honestly thought it would just be vacant land, but I was wrong. You can see the empty menu holder on the left side. That's a nice design. The bathrooms are on the right side, near the crooked wall. The small hallway looks spooky. Before all the series and working shut down for good, I had a few dreams in 2023 when they were all gone. When I woke up, it felt like it was already a reality. Unfortunately, that dream came true a year later. Did I really make a prediction this was going to happen? I would say yes then. Here's the last shot. And that'll be it. That's gonna wrap up for a video. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you on the other side.